One is I've always done kept 20% of my time for social service. Even when I was growing up, I used to run a charity committee. I did it through MIT. I worked with the church actually. So I had that in the background of my mind. And I also attended Chinmaya Mission's Gita classes in my house for 10 years. And they keep telling you do seva to increase your spirituality. So you think less about yourself, your family, your friends. You think your responsibility is beyond that. And I really wanted to do seva, but I couldn't find a place where I could go and work at the same time and do seva. And I'm a foodie. I'm a food blogger. I had a kitchen in my office. And I thought to myself, what are those repeating patterns in my life, that I want to work with? And I realized one is I love kids. I have 4 of my own, and all their friends come to our house. And the second repeating pattern was food. And I'm Punjabi, so there's lots of food in our house. And we're in the food business. So I put those 2 things together and I said, okay, maybe I'll feed kids. That's going to be my purpose. So I started very small with just 50 kids, just to see if we could do it. And I had no intention of expanding or growing. I just wanted to do that. I wanted to feed kids. So that was what made me start. And I'd seen my mother feeding kids out of the dicky of her car on her birthdays, outside temples, and she did it quite regularly. She would cook khichdi and she would go and stand and serve. So that's always been there in my mind, serving. What we do at Pepper Cook Seva Foundation is we feed kids. We have a very simple purpose. We feed kids nutritious, healthy, tasty, fulfilling food. So we don't feed their stomachs, we feed their souls. And the idea is that we cook the best possible food we can. We have grown to a point where we get most of our food for free. We source waste food from farmers markets, from companies that have excess stock, from even Prem Sons. When I go shopping, I will ask them for their biscuits that are reaching expiry. I'm totally shameless. So what we do is we have a community kitchen. Everybody comes here. We have knives, aprons, soap, everything. And we have people volunteer to cook with us. We cook about 1,500 meals a day at peak. And the food is cooked here. It's put into 20 kilo and 30 kilo bins. And then we send the food to partner NGOs in different parts of Bombay who distribute the food for us. It is just 2 hours, 9:30 to 11:30. We make sure it's very efficient. Everyone can come once, you can come twice, you can come every day, whatever you want to do. Monday to Friday, we cook, and volunteers come from Tuesday to Friday from 9:30 to 11:30. Usually we also get them to wash dishes. We have some volunteers who sweep the floor. Most people bring a little bit of something with them so that they feel like they're part of the cooking and they're part of, the children eating. I spend a significant amount of my time in menu preparation because we have to use what we have. It's not like we're buying it and saying, okay, Monday this, Tuesday that. But we have all kinds of ingredients that come. So the most exciting one is bubblegum syrup. And today we made bubblegum halwa, and I think the kids just love it. If we have cucumbers and fruit, we make fruit salad, we make fruit chaat. I once got 2,000 kilos of cornflakes. So I made cornflakes bhel. And for me, that creative part is fun. And it's fun knowing that somebody's going to eat it and really enjoy it. So a lot of our food is made with love. Like we put dhania on everything so that when it's opened, the smell of the food should be good. Somebody should really want it. And we try to do fun things. We've done cakes. We got 500 kilos of cake mix for free. So we made cakes. And now we also follow up the old Indian pattern of, Somvar is Shiv Bhagwan's day, so we make white dal. Tuesday is Mangalwar, we make red masoor. So there must be some science behind it. Why not? Why not do that? In terms of distribution, we try to do schools where we can, because teachers want children to eat, and it's easier to measure the quantities for the schools. But we also tie up with NGOs that work in the slums, that run little centers. Our original partner was Roti Bank, And I must admit, I've learned everything from Roti Bank in terms of distribution. We use the same bins. We don't waste packaging material because the minute the kids eat, they throw it away and it becomes garbage. And it's also expensive. So we're very, very cost conscious. We use every part of the vegetable that we can. The tops and tails go home for my dog and they get boiled so that we're reducing the waste as much as possible. And we teach volunteers that you have to use every part of the vegetable. So like pea pods, I take them home, I boil them, mash them up, and they go in rice. I have started making snake gourd chips in my oven. And onion peels we can use for plants, which we do give people our onion peels if they want to use them. So we're also trying to reduce food waste, make people conscious of food waste, and wasted food from the point of view of farmers growing things and throwing them away. We make sure we take as much as we can, but we can only take so much. I can only handle 200 to 300 kilos of vegetables a week right now. But if we get more volunteers, we can actually be doing 3,000 meals a day. And we are a community kitchen in the sense that we want the community to understand that they have responsibility to people other than themselves and to give people a chance to do seva. You can come here for an hour, you don't have to, with most NGOs, you have to commit a chunk of time. But here you come one day in a month even, it's fine. We have no restrictions, 16 and above, anybody can come. We do it 5 days a week. On Mondays, we cook because our vegetables come on Wednesday. They used to come on Sunday, but now we're not buying them. So we have to live with that uncertainty. So Monday, we cook in-house. We don't have volunteers because we have to set up for the volunteers. Now, when you come in, everything's set. The rice is measured, the water is measured, dal is measured, the frozen vegetables are taken out, or if you're using fresh, like tomorrow, we will use what you chopped, the gobi, gajar. So that on Monday, we cook ourselves, and we cook about 400 dal chawal meals, and we send it out. Yesterday, we cooked more because it was a special day. I sent other things. If somebody gives us stuff also, there's a lady who gives us biscuits every Friday, but they have to be distributed on Saturday, so we send that out. Otherwise, we work Monday to Friday. Saturday, we keep for special events. If you want to have your birthday party here, or you want to bring your friends and cook, or it's somebody's death anniversary and the whole family wants to come, then Saturday we also run. We were partnering in Bandra East with Shaheen Urdu Girls School. We cover parts of Mankur and Chembur. In between, we've also done Dharavi and we've done Govandi, depending on where the need is and depending also on how the food is getting distributed. Now we're about to add on 200 kids in Matunga labor camp. The distribution is done by my partner Vandana, who then goes and she meets the people there. She just went yesterday, and we get a lot of help from other NGOs, like Rajesh Bhai of Geo Roti Ghar actually has been guiding us. Roti Bank has been guiding us on the hunger map. There's no real hunger map of Bombay, but that's what we need. We need a hunger map so different people address different areas. And so that's what we are working on, trying to map out the spaces where there are large groups of kids who are, what also happens is 1 o'clock kids are in school, but there are some places kids don't go to schools. They go to these study centers. So to tie up with people who are running these kind of places where we can send at least 100 meals, it's just not cost effective to do less than that. Then my food and my transport become equal. I'm doubling my cost. So we're working on now formally looking at logistics carefully because so much of our cost comes from logistics. But these are the key areas right now where we serve food. Mankur has thousands of kids. I mean, you can never serve enough food.